Are you worried about introducing solid foods to your little one who has allergies? Introducing solid foods can be a challenging task, especially when your little one has allergies. But don't worry, we're here to help. With a little bit of knowledge and a few simple tips, you can make sure that the transition to solid foods is safe and healthy for your baby. Hi there and welcome to Yardy Baby. If you're looking for a channel that features baby-related tips every day, then you're on the right track. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video. As a parent, it's important to be informed and educated on all things related to your little one's health and development. And that's what we're here for, to provide you with the information you need to make the best decisions for your baby. Introducing solid foods to a baby can be a tricky task, especially when your little one has allergies. But don't worry, we're here to help. In this video, we'll give you all the information you need to make sure that your baby is getting the nutrients they need, while avoiding any foods that could cause an allergic reaction. First, let's talk about the timing of introducing solid foods to a baby. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends that babies be exclusively breastfed for the first 6 months of life, after which solid foods can be introduced. However, if your baby has a high risk of allergies, it may be recommended to wait until they are 6 to 8 months old before introducing solid foods. When it comes to introducing solid foods to a baby with allergies, it's important to go slowly and be extra cautious. Start with single-ingredient foods like rice cereal or pureed vegetables, and watch for any signs of an allergic reaction such as skin rashes, hives, or difficulty breathing. Once you've introduced a few foods and your baby seems to tolerate them well, you can start to introduce more complex combinations of foods. It's also important to talk to your pediatrician or allergist before introducing any new foods. They may recommend a specific order in which to introduce foods, or they may suggest waiting until your baby is a bit older before introducing certain foods. Your pediatrician may also refer you to a specialist like a pediatric allergist for more specific guidance. Another thing to keep in mind is that babies with a family history of allergies may be at a higher risk of developing food allergies themselves. So it's always a good idea to talk to your doctor if you have any concerns. When introducing solid foods, it's important to keep an eye out for any signs of allergic reactions. These can include, but not limited to, skin rashes or hives, swelling of the face, lips, or tongue, difficulty breathing, vomiting or diarrhea, coughing or wheezing. If your baby shows any of these symptoms, stop feeding them the new food and call your pediatrician or allergist immediately. Now, let's talk about some of the most common allergens to look out for. The top 8 food allergens are milk, eggs, fish, shellfish, tree nuts, peanuts, wheat, and soy. These foods are known to cause the most allergic reactions in babies and young children, and should be avoided until your pediatrician or allergist has given the green light. It's also important to note that these 8 allergens must be labeled on packaged foods in the US by law, and it's a good idea to check ingredient labels carefully before buying or feeding new foods. Another thing to keep in mind is that some babies may have a reaction to a food that is not included in the top 8 allergens. For example, some babies may be allergic to fruits, vegetables, or meats. Therefore, it's important to be vigilant and to keep a food diary to record which foods your baby has been eating and any reactions that occurred. It's also worth noting that sometimes babies may have a temporary reaction to a food, known as food protein-induced enterocolitis syndrome, FPIS. This type of reaction usually occurs 2 to 4 hours after eating the food and is characterized by vomiting and diarrhea. If your baby experiences these symptoms after eating a new food, call your pediatrician immediately. Once you have successfully introduced a few foods, and your baby seems to tolerate them well, you can start to introduce more complex combinations of foods. However, you should still avoid the top 8 allergens until your pediatrician or allergist has given the green light. Another thing to keep in mind is that many babies with allergies may be at a higher risk of developing eczema. Eczema is a skin condition that is characterized by dry, itchy skin. If your baby has eczema, it's important to keep their skin moisturized and to avoid using harsh soaps or detergents. Lastly, it's important to mention that some babies may outgrow their food allergies, while others may have them for a lifetime. Your pediatrician or allergist will be able to provide you with more information about your baby's specific allergies and what you can expect in the future. We hope you found this video helpful. Remember, introducing solid foods to a baby with allergies doesn't have to be scary. With a little bit of knowledge and a few simple tips, you can make sure that your baby is getting the nutrients they need while avoiding any foods that could cause an allergic reaction. Don't hesitate to reach out to your pediatrician or allergist if you have any concerns. And make sure to subscribe to our channel Yardy Baby for more great videos on all things baby related.